Hello and welcome to What Will Be with Bea. My name is Bea Flanagan. I'm a life and business coach, a youth coach and motivational speaker doing seminars around the areas of personal development and positivity. Thank you for joining me here on What Will Be with Bea, and today I'd like to give you another tip to look at around the areas of personal development and awareness. A lot of the time I would do one-on-one coaching with my clients or group coaching sessions as well around areas of how we can manage our lives and feel more fulfilled and less stressful. And one of the main things that often comes up with my clients is this feeling of running around with never enough time to do anything, constantly on the conveyor belt or the treadmill of madness between work and home life and social life and children and all of that. So it's really about getting the focus around work-life balance. How do we do both? How do we manage that? And it doesn't matter if you're self-employed or if you're working for an organisation, or you work part-time, or you're at the moment in between jobs. Your time is really important about how you manage it. So one of the key exercises I advise my clients to do is a time management exercise. A question I'd like you to ask yourself: do you know how many minutes we have in a week? We have, I'll answer it there to save you getting the calculator out, we have 10,080 minutes every week that we can use and manage our time with. And often people would say to me, but I haven't got a minute. And I would say to them, well, you've got 10,080. What are you doing with them? Are you being productive with every minute that you have in your week? So look at different areas of doing your time management. Start off with your 10,080 minutes. It's a bit like being given 10,080 minutes in a time bank account every Sunday night, and that you have to spend every single one of those minutes before you get to the following Sunday night, where you start all over again with a whole new 10,080 minutes. And then you start to realize the value around time. If we're not using our time productively or constructively, then we're going to find ourselves out of sync, out of balance, maybe feeling anxious or stressful or panicky. They're the kind of feelings that come around not feeling in balance. So how do you work this out? Well, everybody's 10,080 minutes are going to be spent differently, depending on what you do, how many hours a day you sleep, how many hours a day you work, how many hours a day you travel, when you spend your time with your family, your me time, what you do just for yourself. So take some time out in the next few days and look at your 10,080 minutes and break them down for how you work on them personally, how they are for you. So if you sleep 6 hours a night, that's 360 minutes every night that's spent on sleep. So you need to multiply that by 7 and take that away from your 10,080 minutes. The balance you're left with, then you work out, if you work 4 hours a day or you work 6 hours a day, you multiply that by 60 minutes, multiply it by the amount of days you work, if it's 5 or 6, or some people, if they're not in balance, they might be working 7 days a week. Take that away from your 10,080 minutes. If you're traveling to or from work, it might take you an hour every day to get to work and an hour every day to get back. So that's 120 minutes gone each day. If that's 5 days a week, then you add that up and you have 600 minutes is gone in travel. All of it then will start to add up, and when you have that total amount of hours that you know that you have spent out, whether it's work and travel or sleep, then you've got to look at what you're doing with the remainder of the minutes. And you will be surprised that the remainder of the minutes are quite a lot. And you might say to yourself, wow, I actually have 4,500 minutes this week that I haven't accounted for. What am I actually doing with it? And that's what I want you to see. I want you to see where you're not spending your time productively. Now, in that 450 or 460 minutes that you might have for your week, you need to take out your time. If you need an hour to yourself every day, then budget that into your 10,080 minutes. You're not being selfish to do that. You're actually giving yourself the time out to manage how you deal with yourself on a week-to-week basis. You might even take 60 minutes out every week to do a time management plan so that you know where you are for next week. When you have that structure set, it's nearly like a template to help you move forward, so that each week you have a rough idea about where your minutes are going, and then you can plan ahead. You can say, right, okay, next week in my 60 minutes a week for myself or 60 minutes a day for myself, this is what I'm going to do. And the week after and the week after. So you're taking control. You're actually managing your time. And when you manage your time well, you will start to see the balance. All those things that you think you can't do. I can't fit in the hours exercise class, or I can't fit in that meeting of my friend, or I couldn't possibly go out to the cinema this week. Maybe you could if you've worked out your time management. And when you've done it like that, you will find the areas of your life falling into balance. Work will be easier. Home life will be easier. Everything that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis will become easier. So take the time out to invest in a time management plan so that every minute that you have, you're actually using it constructively and productively. And it really doesn't matter as long as they're the minutes that you're using for yourself and you're getting joy and benefit out of it. There's no right or wrong answer. There's just 10,080 minutes to use every week. So until we chat again, thank you so much for joining me here on What Will Be with Bee. You can follow me on Facebook, What Will Be with Bee, or check my website, whatwillbewithbee.ie, or follow me here on YouTube. Until I talk to you again, have a great day. Thank you.